Hello and welcome to today's news. Let's jump right into our first positive news story. This one takes place in England and the source is Sunny Skies. England teen attaches uplifting messages and it's saving lives. Paige Hunter, 18, has handwritten more than 40 inspirational notes and attached them to the railings of the Weymouth Bridge to offer hope and comfort to people considering suicide. One example of a note she left is, "Even though things are difficult, your life matters. You are a shining light in a dark world, so hold on." Paige was presented with a framed commendation certificate from Northumbria Police Chief Superintendent Sarah Pitt to recognize her selfless acts. Paige said, "I just want to help people, and I've been told I've already saved 6 lives." And I think that is pretty amazing because here she's only an 18-year-old girl, not saying that 18-year-olds can't do amazing things because they can, but she's 18 and she's saving lives by putting these positive messages out to people who need it and people who might be contemplating suicide and is preventing them from committing suicide. So that's a pretty amazing thing that she's doing to help out people. The second story today comes from the Good News Network. When microchips fail, a facial recognition app is reuniting pets with their owners. Finding Rover is a service that allows people to upload photos of their cats or dogs to an online database. If a user's pet goes missing, they can have their animal listed as missing on the platform. Fellow app users in the area will be notified of the missing animal so they can keep their eyes open. Then, if the animal is ever found, a user can take a picture of the rescued animal and submit it to the database. If the animal's face resembles any of the profiles in the database, the platform will list any possible facial matches and notify the owners of the matching pets. Over 400 American animal shelters, veterinarians, and rescue organizations utilize the app as a backup solution in case an animal is not chipped. And I think this is an amazing website, a wonderful service that people with pets should sign up for. I don't honestly know if there's a cost to it. I'd have to look into that more, but our cat happens to be chipped, but I know if he was to ever get out of the house, which hopefully will never ever happen, at least this would be a secondary backup way that if neighbors saw him or anybody in the area, he would hopefully be more likely to be found. So something you may want to look into for your own pets. Next, the story is no one showed up to a 4-year-old's birthday party, so Chuck E. Cheese employees threw him another party. This story comes from Sunny Skies, and as I have in the past, I will link all of the stories below. Angel Kazanis invited 30 children to her son's 4th birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, and not one of them showed up. Employees at the New Jersey Entertainment Center were heartbroken for the boy Evan and decided to throw him another party. Taylor Inzina, one of those employees, posted on Facebook her desire to give the boy a party with presents. Friends and family responded in a few days, and she had 13 gifts. She called the boy's mother and asked them to come back, that the store wanted to do something to make Evan feel special. But she did not mention the gifts. Iniza said, "The day he came back in, seeing that smile on his face was everything I wanted. I had one goal that day, and my goal was to make sure that he left happy. He left saying, 'Oh my God, Mom, this is the best day ever.'" And that's just an amazing result right there, to have that little boy who basically had a horrible birthday party, one that was ruined. He's 4, so that's something he could potentially remember, but here, this local branch of Chuck E. Cheese turned things around for him, gave him a positive experience, and all because this one particular employee especially wanted to do it for him and took it upon themselves to make it happen for him. I think that's very nice. Our fourth story comes from the Good News Network. Recovering addict pays for ambulance crew eating breakfast. Medics who are on the Toms River First Aid Squad of New Jersey had just finished eating their pancakes at IHOP after a long overnight shift when they asked for their check. Instead, they got a receipt from a woman who already paid their collective $77 meal saying, "Thank you for all you do. Have a great day." And it was signed Recovering Addict. Captain Alyssa Golembeski said when she read the note, it brought an emotional hush over the boisterous bunch of medics. The donor wished to remain anonymous, but Alyssa went on to say, "It's just a reminder that there's still so much good in the world." And I would have to agree with Alyssa, because here these people are an ambulance crew, they're out there saving lives, they had just worked a hard overnight shift. They probably go on through a lot of their life feeling unappreciated, and here, unexpectedly, a woman who doesn't know them at all just did this kind thing for them, expecting nothing in return. And I think that we can all learn something from that, and more people should be that way, not only to thank our first responders, but also just if we all were a little more kind to each other and had more of our own random acts of kindness, I think it would help everybody to be a little bit happier. The final story today comes from the Good News Network. Starbucks to pay employees to spend half their work hours volunteering at charities. Starbucks is launching a test program that will allow full-time employees to split their work hours between the cafe and volunteering for a local nonprofit. The company hopes that by allowing their employees to spend time helping the community, it will keep their workforce happier and reduce turnover. 36 workers across 13 different cities have been selected for the program. The employees will spend 20 hours a week at Starbucks and the other 20 at a charity while still receiving full pay and benefits. The program, which is called Service Fellows Pilot, is being facilitated through Points of Light, a nonprofit volunteering group. The 6-month pilot program will collectively provide 17,000 hours of community service across America. Starbucks partners have a passion for service both in and out of their stores. The program powers that passion through philanthropy and partnerships that have the greatest impact, said Virginia Tenpenny, Vice President of Global Social Impact at Starbucks and Executive Director of the Starbucks Foundation. And I'll be very curious to see after the 6-month trial period how this program works out, because I'm curious how the getting paid for volunteering will work out, but also the impact it's going to have on these charities, and if other businesses might take up a similar program. So I'm very curious to see the results of this, but I think it's great that Starbucks is encouraging volunteering, because we can always use more of that. I hope you enjoyed this segment of positive news and that it's brought a little more happiness to your day. Leave a comment down below to let us know something positive that has happened to you today or this week or recently, or just share maybe something that you're feeling happy about. If you have a positive story, then feel free to send it to me or leave it in the comments. And I'll see you next time for more positive news.